for this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. For this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. For this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you. For this thing, all you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you.
America is slowly dying of a self-inflicted wound from a weapon that we're supplying. The past seeds of hatred that race in our bloodstream. We can't agree to disagree on the most basic of things. What's a man? What's a woman? What's the shape of the earth? When does human life begin? At conception or during birth? Meanwhile, the projects is more violent, and the Democratic Party stays silent. That's poverty pimping. That's when politics are poverty driven, and they pander to poor communities to get moral impunity. Capitalism is a black man's hell, but Marxism comes from Europe as well. It's not African. So pick a side to collect from. We run away from one slave master into the arms of the next one. And every 2 to 4 years they pump fear, and we auction off our vote in exchange for some false hope. Listen, it's that blatant, enslave us through taxation, send money to Ukraine and you paying at the gas station. Cause this administration had plans for the inflation. Natural gas is the actual task, check the pipeline. Now they wanna fight crime, we tools in the plot. They wasn't talking gun reform back when Boo Boo got shot. Drug addiction was not a disease when Nunu had rocks. Now they change and readjust words cause meth is in the suburbs. In the 90s, Biden locked up our people for coke. Now he's using taxpayer dollars to buy pipes so niggas can smoke. You don't see the contradiction? Or you too busy double tap dancing to pay attention? America is slow.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they playing. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It is officially 2024. Let the fuckery begin. Let the fuckery begin, guys. Happy Monday. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. I am Cannon Hotep. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me. And I really appreciate it, guys. The question of the night is, were you surprised that they said that Bill Clinton might be on this fucking list? Were you surprised that they said Bill Clinton is on the Epstein list? Huh? Were you surprised? I mean, I just want to know. I want to know. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys coming through. Who we got? My man Protocol in the building. What's going on? We got Tyler Rose. What's up? Jimmy Doss Hotep. Appreciate you. Salute. Carlton Way in the building. El Negro Hotep in the building. What's up, Rez? We got Fuego in the building. Hotep Oz. What's up? What's up? We got Daisy Girl in the building. Who else we got? We got Jeannie Rogers in the building. I appreciate you coming through. Man. Tyler said, I'll be surprised if he's not. Right, yo, like that's how I felt, right? That's how I felt. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. So I'm just scrolling through the Twitters, you know, just like, I'm sitting there like, man, I've been chilling. When I say I've been chilling, I haven't been paying attention to shit. I just been relaxing, right? I ain't do nothing last night. You know, friends and stuff, they out there partying. I'm like, nah, y'all got that. I'm too old for that shit, yo. I'm too old for partying on New Year's, especially in Baltimore, because it's just too dangerous, yo. It's too dangerous. The minute the ball dropped, the minute it hit midnight, you heard them gunshots. Heard the gunshots going off. I'm like, that's why I don't want to be in these streets. I don't need to catch a stray. I don't need none of that stuff. You feel me? Somebody, you know, they had a little, you know, celebration downtown. You know, some people got shot in the parking garage. Like, it's just too much, yo. It's too much. So I ain't go nowhere last night. You know what I mean? I wanted to you know, start the New Year safe. I wanted to start the New Year safe in my house, and that's what I did. I literally was on the couch. My kids wanted to watch Rockin' New Year's Eve or whatever, and so we was watching that, and I was asleep. I was asleep by 11:30. Had to be. I think my wife fell asleep before I did. I quickly fell asleep right next to her. I hear my son and my daughter yell, "Happy, you know, New Year." I think I woke up for a second. I just reached up, tapped my wife, was like, "Happy New Year." She's like, "Happy New Year." And we both went back to sleep. Yo. It's uneventful. Yo, New Year's Eve is uneventful. New Year's is uneventful, I feel like, as you get older. You know what I mean? As you get older, I feel like it's uneventful. It's cool to, you know, see another year. You know what I mean? But especially in the times we're in now, like, is it really something to celebrate right now? I mean, is it really something to celebrate right now? We got a war going on two fronts. We don't know what's going to happen with that. We got people flowing in through the border. We don't know what's going on with that. Apparently, there was a car bomb in New York last night in, like, Rochester or something like that. Nobody was talking about that stuff. You know, it's just a lot going on. I'm real leery of 2024, guys, to say the least. I am real leery of 2024, to say the least, guys. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, before we get started, guys, if you don't mind, hit a little donation. $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App, $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, Rumble rants, always welcome. Or join the channel. For a cup of coffee a month, you can do it both on Rumble and on YouTube. Hit the join button. And for a cup of coffee a month, you can support the channel, guys. I really appreciate it. Every little bit goes into the channel. Like I said, me and my brother did the stream. The audio sounded like shit because we had a bad mic. You guys donated, and guess what I got? I got me a new mic. You know what I mean? So we got another mic. We got a second mic in here, so when he joins or whatever, you know, it's premium quality. It's premium quality. You know what I mean? Oh, my gosh, yo. But anyway, let's get to it. We used to bang pots and pans in the streets. They banging them things around here. You know what I mean? Just say it. Many of the references to Clinton are believed to stem from Giffrey's attempts to compel the former president to testify against the late sex offender in Maxwell. Is that right? That's interesting. But come on, like, think about it, right? They want this to be like, oh, this is a bombshell. It's not a bombshell. He was on the plane 27 times. So if he was on the plane, Fresh Mike, man. Fresh Mike with the first super chat of the night. I appreciate you. Blessings, happy Hotep New Year. See you at the Grifties. Let's get these super chats rolling for the good year. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, you know what I mean? But, like, you feel me? Yo, he was on the plane 27 times. We know he was on the manifest 27 times. So out of the 27 times he was on the plane, how many times do you think he was at the island? See, me, I'm a highball and I say he had to been 27 out of 27. All right, or you want to be conservative about it? He was on that island 20 out of 27 times. We'll be conservative of it. If he was on the island once, he was on the island twice, that's still bad fucking news. But we know it already. We knew it already. The flight logs, we have that. Right? Now we want to know the island list or whatever it is. Come on, guys. They're not going to give us anything. I'm just going to let you know that off the rip. I don't think they're going to give us anything. They're going to give us names that we already knew was on the flight list. They're going to give us the flight list. That's what they're going to give us again. We're going to get the flight log all over again. We ain't going to get no names that need to be given. We ain't going to get no names that they don't want out there. Right? That's just how it's going to be. Bill Clinton's easy. That was a fucking give me. That was a gimme. If we didn't know what was on the flight log and they would have asked us, we would have probably said his fucking name first. You know what I mean? They're not gonna give us Obama's name if he was on the island. They ain't gonna give us nobody of note. That's not gonna happen. You know what else they gonna give us? What's his name? Prince. Which one? Prince. One of them fucking. What was the prince that got and he was he was like shamed out of the family for being a friend to him and all this other shit. What was his name? I forgot his name. The one dude, I forgot his name. We found that out already. They're gonna march his name out there. We already know that. They're gonna try to implicate Trump. Well, Trump did fly on the plane like we doing now. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a bunch of bullshit. It's gonna be a bunch of nonsense. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. That list's gonna be dumb. Watch. We ain't gonna get no names that we need to know about. Period. That's how I feel about that. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness gracious, guys. Let me see. Yeah, yo, they're gonna try to spin it, protocol. They're gonna try to spin that shit. Straight up. Fuego said you can't just go once. Shit, I'm sure they can't. But you know what the funny part is? All they need to do is go once. All they need to do is go once and for him to get that incriminating tape. That's all they need. That was his job. And I was saying this for anybody else. I said he was a Mossad agent. I said Epstein was a Mossad agent. I said his island that he had, that wasn't his island. That was one of them agency's islands. His plane, that was one of them agency planes. Whoever he was working for, that was they shit. On loan to him to do the shit that he was doing. He didn't own any of that, I'm telling you. Whatever foreign agency or could have been the United States, who knows? That's who owned the island. That's who owned the planes. That's who owned all his money, his spot over there, a spot in New York. That was all Alphabet. He didn't have his own money. I'm telling you. DMW in the building. What's going on, DMW? I agree. I don't think he was just working for one. I think he was working in conjunction with one. I think he was working. Thanks, Andrew. Prince Andrew. Thank you. I don't think he's working for just one. I think he's working for one of the agencies here in the U.S. in conjunction with one of the landlord agencies in conjunction with probably MI5 or whatever it is. I think that was his job, was to get these powerful individuals in compromising positions at these fucking little eyes wide shut parties he was having on his island. They go back, they get drunk, have a few fucking mint juleps, and then they go and do the fucking deed with one of them underage kids, the unthinkable. All the while that fucking VHS tape or whatever they was using at the time is just rolling, getting all that good incriminating evidence. So when one of them agencies needed a favor, bow. They asked for a favor, and one of them they hesitant to get that favor out. Here come the tape. Protocol said Epstein was running the Continental. Bruh. Reaction say Joint Intel Task Force. Telling you, yo, that was his whole job. Was to do that. I'm telling you. What was it called? A honeypot? He was honeypotting motherfuckers. That's exactly what it was. I'm sure the list is damning if they give us the actual list. If they give us the entire list. But they're not going to give us the entire list. They're going to dangle this like a carrot because you know why? People going to fucking want to talk about it. They're going to talk about it. They're going to speculate on it. It's going to take up a lot of news. What's it called? News cycle. While whatever the fuck is going on overseas is going on overseas. That's what's happening. Because make no mistake about it, it's a distraction. Like I said, we had somebody, apparently we had a quote-unquote attack in New York, and nobody talking about that shit. In Rochester, fucking car blew up. Straight up. Justine said the list don't matter. Holden said Lewinsky was a honeypot. That honeypot ain't work too well. What'd he tell Juanita Broderick after he fucking allegedly sexually assaulted her? Better put some ice on that. Remember that? Fuego said it's a honey buffet on that island. Oh yeah, he was 100% funded by the redacted. There's a few redacteds. They I like to call them they, then, them, the collective. Like my man Patrice O'Neal used to say, they, them, the collective. Exactly who he worked for. Because think about it, right? Before it was Epstein, who was it? Who was it? Anybody know? What up, Mike? What up, David? What's Ghislaine Maxwell's father name? What was his name? It wasn't Jordan Maxwell, was it? Ghislaine Maxwell's father was the first Epstein. Protocol said Hugh Hefner. It was Ghislaine Maxwell's father. Remember they found his ass butt naked, face down, next to the boat that he was on, drowned. They're not gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you about the dude that owned Victoria's Secret actually being a part of that shit too. Robert Maxwell, thanks Protocol. Robert Maxwell. They ain't gonna tell you about Robert Maxwell. You gotta be in the know to know about Robert Maxwell. You gotta be building 7 and over to know about Robert Maxwell. They ain't gonna tell you about Victoria's Secret owner. He a part of that shit. His whole job was to get dirt on the people they needed to control. Period. Full stop. Sad part is that some people have that debaucherous in them, that debauchery in them, that deviant fucking nature in them. They can be compromised. A nice piece of ass walk past. You might got somebody on the hook for a few years. And this shit been going back. This should go back to the you know, as far as I know, I'm sure it go way back than what I'm about to say, but to Bush Sr. when they was sneaking motherfuckers in and out of them tunnels under the White House, them kids in and out of them White House tunnels. I'm sure it'll go way back further than that. Y'all heard about that? Them kids that was allegedly being funneled in them tunnels to the White House. Yeah, Kennedy did have a revolving door poon. Hopefully it wasn't underage poon, but it was a revolving door poon. But I'm willing to believe it was sort of some underage poon in that too. Then again, I don't know, because they had to off him, shut him up. Oh, I'm sure Oprah was on the list. I'm sure. She was on the flight logs, right? Who else? Was Ellen on the flight logs? Chris Tucker was on the flight logs. Who else was on them flight logs, man? It was a lot of people on the flight logs. All they're going to do is they're going to reiterate that flight log for the actual list. Watch. They're not going to give us the whole list. We're going to get the flight log. That's just my opinion. That's my theory. That's my prediction. Yeah, the Marilyn Monroe tunnels. The Marilyn Monroe tunnels. You got to understand this, right? They can't allow a big voice to be out there without controlling that voice. They can't allow it. They can't allow somebody out there that can control the will, who has the hearts and minds of the people, and they don't control that person. That can't happen. Because if you got a lawless person like that can sway the populace, the redacted, they, them, the collective, they're in trouble. Why do you think everybody hate Donnie T so much? I don't think he was a part of that club. That's what I think. But you can't, you gotta control those people. You want fame, you want fortune, you want power, it's gonna come with a price. And that price is your obedience. That price is your subservience. When we come knocking on that door for that favor, you better give us that favor. Or else that tape gonna come out. Or else them allegations is gonna come out. That party you was at, with the dude that invited you to the party, that introduced you to the chick, that you went in the room with, that you bust down, thought it was all good, having a good time, loving it, like I can get used to this life. Don't pay their favor back. Don't do what they tell you to do. Buck the system. Bet them allegations come out. Oh, I was at this party, and next thing you know, I was blacked out in a room, and he was on top of me. That's how that shit work, people. That's how that shit work, people. They laughed at that boy in the wheelchair. Who was the congressman in the wheelchair who tried to say he got invited to them parties, and they wanted to fuck him? They laughed at him, said he was crazy. Come to find out they got them type parties. Madison Cawthorn. Thank you. Thank you. See, you see how this is? You see how this work? Jeannie Rogers, you see how this shit work? I was thinking this shit. I'm saying it as I'm saying it. Jeannie Rogers put it out there. Boom. Madison Cawthorn told the story. Nobody wanted to believe him. Yeah, they invited me to one of them Eyes Wide Shut parties. They was trying to fuck me. Who, Madison? Yeah, I fucked him. He tried to lock on me and shit. Remember Martin? Who, Martin? Yeah, I fucked him. He tried to lock on me and shit. But yeah, Madison Cawthorn been started to tell y'all motherfuckers about it. People laughed at him. They discredited him and all that stuff. Come to find out, I guess he had a point. Yeah, they smeared the shit out of him, David. That's right. The ones that don't mind end up with black eyes. You know what's funny, right? There was a story I remember hearing about Shia LaBeouf was telling a story about him being assaulted at one of these parties. Almost like an initiation. They just opened his asshole up, and then next thing you know, he was famous. Allegedly. Then you got, what's his name? Orlando Brown. Dude from That's So Raven and you pick a fucking movie. Major Payne and all that other shit. I think he was T3 and was he T3? What was his name? 3T or whatever his name was in Family Matters. He was telling about the shit too. He said he went through it. People want to say he off his rocker. Raz B from B2K, yep, he got. That casting couch is real, people. This shit ain't in porn. Porn stars is willing, at least. These people, this is against people's will. But that's what happened, guys. You want to go to that party? All right, go to that party. Go have fun. Go to that party. Go to that big executive party. You gonna be on the fucking menu, or they gonna be like, oh no, she's totally into you, dude. Go ahead and take her back there. Next thing you know, you on the hook for your rest of your life. That's how this shit work. But as for this Epstein list, I'm letting you guys know right now, it's gonna be some shit that it's gonna be a fucking nothing. It's gonna be a nothing. Because they gotta
keep the lie alive. Keep the lie alive.
They gotta keep the lie alive. They gotta keep certain people in check. I think that's what it's made to do as well. They're not gonna give us the whole list, but at the same time, it's gonna send a message to the people that wanna kind of jump ship. It's gonna send people that want to jump ship. Yeah, the Disney shit. I remember I was trying to go over it on the channel one day. I don't think Jay ain't had a stomach for it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jamie Deluxe. He was putting that shit out there back in the day. Snyder's Bakery, all that stuff. I don't think the list has been released just yet. I think like certain names are quote unquote leaking. That's how you know it's some bullshit. People calling for the list to be released. I'm like, man, listen, they not gonna release that fucking list. Or they not gonna release no names we don't already know about. Like, check this out, right? So apparently, allegedly, I guess Tucker's supposed to interview Epstein's brother. I didn't know he had a fucking brother. I don't exactly whose hand. We don't even know. We don't even know who's holding on to it. If y'all want to know a little more about that, I was in that world for a while. It's why I'm back in okay now. A word with the Nickelodeon shit, yo. But check this out. This shit been leaking around you. This been going around Instagram real heavy. I mean Twitter real heavy.
Presbyterian Lower Manhattan.
Okay, but as of right now, you're telling me you can't find the PCR report.
Not for the 10th of August, 2019. No, it's not in the fire department database. I don't know why. If it's supposed to be there, we'll find out. But first, you got to get the letters of administration before you can take them anywhere.
Yeah, you see, because the date on here is the 10th of 19. That's the day they found him, they took him, and he was dead.
Well, then they might have taken him directly to the morgue. So
no, he was in the hospital. I have photographs of him in the hospital, too.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me that. I'm just going by.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just trying to explain what I know.
Yeah, well, I don't know what happened, but...
So I guess this is his brother talking to some Vital Records person. I'm assuming that's what's going on here.
So far, he's not in the fire department database. I don't know why.
But they had a private unit at the scene.
And could they have taken him somewhere? Well, see, he has a photograph of the fire department personnel.
That doesn't generate documentation.
Yeah.
That's just a photograph.
Yeah.
What did he say? I couldn't hear.
He said that because you see the fire department personnel there, that doesn't mean they provided documentation.
I guess this is supposed to be proof that Epstein wasn't dead when he left the hospital. I'm assuming that's what this is all about. The brother feels like there was some foul play, I guess. Demon Ass says, if it's a leak, then they're just leaking their ops, and those names they don't release will be will be blackmailed. I mean, they're already being blackmailed. I think people know who could possibly be on this list. The minute Epstein went down, I think people was like, oh shit. I think they was like, I was fucking there. They know who they are. Mike says there's a video that goes deep into the Nickelodeon filth. Yeah. Well, I know that Jamie Deluxe, he's one of those people that early on, before YouTube snatched his whole fucking video down, his YouTube down. I think he's back up now. But they snatched his whole YouTube down. But he was on that shit. He had like different series of fucking the Nickelodeon shit that was going on. It was crazy. Different episodes. From Amanda Bynes to the iCarly chicks. And it was crazy. And all from Dan Schneider. Schneider's Bakery. If y'all don't know who Dan Schneider is, remember Good Burger, the first movie, Good Burger, the fat man that was the manager. That's Dan Schneider. Allegedly, he's the baby daddy of Jamie Lynn Spears' baby. Alleged. It's not the boy that they said it was. Really interesting. Shit been going on forever, man. Sure, he's on that list. Weinstein's probably on the list. There's probably a pope on the list. Who the fuck knows? All I know is they're not going to give us the real list. They're not going to give us that real list, people. That's the interesting thing about it. But everybody's clamoring. Everybody's chomping at the bit. I'm just trying to be realistic about it. Look, here go Larry Elder right here. Bill Clinton to be identified, previously redacted Jeffrey Epstein documents. Reports Clinton is not the only big name expected to be released, Fox News. Alexandria Hoff says. Matt said God got the list. Justine said a lot of these people got to lead it. Damn. Or Bourdained. Did I ever tell y'all my theory, right? Because remember back when people like Epstein didn't kill himself and all this other stuff, and people was wondering if he was dead or not. So it's been a few of y'all in here. Let me see. So there was a theory for a while going around saying that Jeffrey Epstein, you know, they might have faked his death and got him out of there, right? The crazy part is that I had this theory that, 'cause I used to watch Anthony Bourdain's show, right? I used to watch Anthony Bourdain's show, and I was like, hey yo, Epstein looks awfully like Anthony Bourdain. I was like, Epstein looks a lot like Bourdain, right? So, if you don't know, Anthony Bourdain was found hung from like a doorknob in a hotel. Allegedly, it's identical to the way that Epstein hung himself, right? So I was like, they do look awful like. So I'm gonna show you guys the side by side, and I want you to tell me who's who. Who's who? Top right corner. Who's who? I'm interested to know what you guys think. All right. I'm going industrial iron kufi with Bourdain. But look at him, yo. They look identical. They look identical enough to pass if they were to swap out a body. Epstein is on the left right here. This is Epstein, and this is Bourdain. They look enough alike to do a swap with a dead body all ready for him. For all we know, Epstein could be chilling in fucking on some island, some other island somewhere. I'm just saying. Yeah, he was. I think he was trying to like blow the whistle on some shit too. He got. Just saying, like when I thought about it, I thought about this like right when I heard about it, I was like, yo, what if they got him out or they, let's just say they extracted him because the cameras was down too. The cameras was down in the jail. The security guards sleep. All that other shit. Let's just say that they extracted Epstein and they replaced his body with Anthony Bourdain. I'm just saying. That's just my theory. I don't know. Epstein could be 6 feet deep. I just found it interesting. Very interesting. So let's speculate. Who else y'all got being on that list? Let's just say they give us a legit list. Right? What name would y'all expect to be on that actual, what name would y'all expect to be on the list that we don't, that wouldn't be expected to be on the list? I guess I should say. Or who do you think should be on the list? That's my question to you guys. Yeah, yeah. He was also an informant, right? The ex-cop. Ooh. Justice Roberts. Damn. That'd be crazy. But the way he rules, that would make sense. That would make sense. Barrio. I think that's a name most people might suspect. Now there are some rubes out there that might be like, oh my God, no. But it's like, I can see that. Henry, that's a given. I think Kissinger is a given, but they wouldn't put him on the list. But I like that. I like where your head's at. Their reaction. Yeah, Henry Kissinger's got. He had to have been there quite a few times. Henry Kissinger might have been running the op. Henry Kissinger might have been the branch manager. He might have been the operations manager behind this whole situation. This might have been his baby. I'm just saying. Who? Gates? Who? Kevin? Not Kevin Gates. Let's say Kevin Gates. Jesus Christ. Matt Gates? Matt Gates is on it? Huh. Interesting. Jon Stewart? Maybe. Maxine Waters, Dan Crenshaw, Lindsey. I think Lindsey Graham's on that list. I think Lindsey, I think Nancy, and I think Maxine might be on that list. Dan Crenshaw, I don't know. I don't know if Dan Crenshaw was on that list. I don't know. I feel like because he's like our age, right? So like, I don't know. He might have been overseas when that shit was jumping off. Justin Bieber, you think he might have? You think Justin Bieber was over there partaking, or he was getting partaken upon? Is he getting partaken upon? That's all, that's what I'm saying. Chief and Commander at Legoland. Oh, Nickel Slick's been there. Nickel Slick has definitely been there. I like to call Joe Biden Joe Nickel Slick, by the way. Justine said it means nothing. Every household name is a piece of S. Bernie? Oh, Bernie's been there. Bernie and his wife probably both been there. Michael Myers, like Austin Powers, Wayne's World, Mike Myers. Damn. Nick Saban. Damn. Nick Saban. You think you go to college, huh? Michelle might have been there with Barack. Pee Wee Herman. Oh man, Adam Sandler. Damn. That'd be crazy. I was just thinking LeBron. Well, I know. I remember that story. I can't tell that story again, man. That story is horrible. It's just disgusting. The story about Lindsey Graham and his ladybugs. If you ever want to know that story about Lindsey Graham and his ladybugs, go over to Legal Mindset's channel and just spam his fucking chat with tell a Lindsey Graham ladybug story and make him tell a Lindsey Graham ladybug story. I should go over there and super chat him and make him tell that story in the middle of his stream because he's streaming right now. I should do that right now. Is go over to his channel and make him tell that story. What the fuck is he talking about anyway? Let's see what the fuck he talking about. What are you talking about? Oh, he talking about some Disney shit right now. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone. He talking some Disney shit right now. I'm gonna let that go. Fresh Mike said, yeah, Kissinger was facilitator at least. I think he was. You think Michael Jordan probably would have? I think, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised about the Michael Jordan. I wouldn't be surprised Michael Jordan was on that list. I just wouldn't be. Mike said Bieber was the victim. I think so. He's too young. I bet you. Who else? Shia LaBeouf's been on that. I think he's been there. He probably was the victim as well. Think about it, right? Look at the movie Sound of Freedom, which, by the way, if you didn't know, is actually streaming now. Finally, after how many months of being fucking protested against? They had a little Epstein Island in Sound of Freedom that they was ready to sell them kids on. Got to be a justice in the Supreme Court. Got to think Epstein compromised multiple levels of government. Yeah, that's why I think Roberts. I think Justice Roberts is on there. Like I forgot who said it. Who said Justice Roberts? But yeah, I think Justice Roberts. It would make sense because of the way he votes, or not votes, but the way he rules. Oh, Bill Gates, 100%. Bill Gates, 100%. You think Chuck Schumer been there too? That's a possibility, but 100% Bill Gates. They was cool as fuck. Even after the first allegations where he quote unquote went to jail in Florida, that shit was some bullshit too. On that went to jail shit. So like he got in Florida, right? And he got arrested. And they sentenced him to like certain amount of days in jail, but he didn't have to stay there all day. What the fuck? He didn't have to stay there all day. So he just had to come back at like 6 o'clock at night and spend the night in the cell, and then like at a certain time in the morning he can get up and leave. Like what? What? Fuck kind of shit is that? Tyler Perry and TD Jakes. Boy, oh boy. Now we getting into the tabloids. Oh yeah, Pee Wee Herman got caught jacking off in the theater. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Rest in peace, Pee Wee Herman. Neil deGrasse Tyson, possibly. Gwen Stefani. See, the names that y'all naming, it's a possibility. You could probably go to any you pick a Rolling Stone cover. You pick a Rolling Stone cover, and that person might have been there. I'm just saying. Gary Coleman, was he a victim? Yeah, honestly, I think Elon might have been there. I think Elon might have made it over to that island. Just saying. I'm telling you guys, if you want to be famous, oh, Magic Johnson for sure been there. I don't think Magic Johnson got AIDS. I'm just gonna say that. I don't think he got it. I don't know if he ever had it. I'm just saying. Tom Brady, because he was involved with Sam Bankman-Fried. Kawhi Leonard? You serious? Alanis Morissette was abused by the collective? Robert Kraft, damn. I think Will Smith been. I think Will and Jada been. Matt said, whoever you think is cool is on that list. Bruh. You can do a week. It's called a weekender program. What the fuck is that? You gotta be super privileged for that shit. A weekender program. That's fucking nuts. A weekender program. That's crazy. Like, sir, sentenced you to 10 years in prison. Hey, Judge, can I do the weekend program? Look, I got shit to do during the week. I stay there from Saturday night to Sunday morning. Oh, my gosh. But that's what I'm saying, though, right? Any household name, they pay a price. That's what I'm saying. Like, that fame comes with a price. Patrice O'Neal told you. That fame comes with a price. You want to be powerful? I bet you Howard Stern's been there. That fame come with a price. Hey, why don't you come on out to my island? You know, we're gonna have a little party here. We're gonna discuss your career. You know, we're gonna rebrand you. I know that you're the shock jock. You're the most hated DJ in America. You know, but we want to rebrand you. Want to get you on this singing show where you're a judge, and you know make people like you. You know, just come on out here and hang out. Oh, I know they gotta have a tape on Howard Stern. That shit would be wild if they had a tape on Howard Stern. I wouldn't be surprised either. Who else? I don't know. Ted Turner. Ted Turner probably done been that bitch. Mark Cuban probably done been out there. That list gonna break a lot of people. People gonna be like, hey, yo, what? That's if they give you a real list. They might give you some of these like these low-hanging fruit names. They're not giving you anybody of note. They might throw a couple people out there, but they are not giving you the real powerful people that's been on that island or contributed to that island being there. But I'm gonna tell you this for a fact, in my opinion. Right? I'm gonna tell you this in my opinion. Jeffrey Epstein, that wasn't his money. That wasn't his money. Oh yeah, we know Chris Tucker was on the flight log, so he had to have been to the island, right? I'll get out of here, Guardian. Nearly 200 names linked to Jeffrey Epstein expected to be made public. Nearly 200 names connected to the Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell sex trafficking conspiracy could be released by a New York judge as soon as Tuesday, exposing or confirming the identities of dozens of associates of the disgraced financier that until now have only been known as John and Jane Does in court papers. Why would they only be known as John and Jane Does in court papers? Somebody has to explain that to me. Well, I guess if that's the case, if you got John and Jane Does, I guess defamation suits wouldn't come before that. But I feel like if they legit, and people ain't, I don't know. But it says former President Bill Clinton was identified by ANC News as Doe 36 and is mentioned in more than 50 of the redacted filings, according to court records. Giffrey made no allegations of wrongdoing by Clinton, but maintains she met him on the island, which Clinton has said he never visited. That's an old story, though. That's an old story. We knew that already. Again, they're giving us something that people didn't pay attention to, but now everybody's going to start paying attention to. You know. What up, Jonah? But yeah, like I said, guys, it'll be nobody of note in there. I don't think so. I think this is just low-hanging fruit they're going to give us. They're going to give people a distraction tomorrow. If this comes out tomorrow, they're going to give people a distraction tomorrow. This is going to distract from some major shit that's probably happening that we're not going to know about because people will be talking about this shit right here. They're going to be talking about this fucking Epstein list. They're going to release a list of names that's going to get us all and all that other shit while some other shit going on somewhere else we need to be paying attention to. That's what's going to happen, y'all. That's what's going to happen. I tell you. All this tail wagging the dog. If you ain't seen that movie, go see that movie. Or go rent it or whatever. Wag the dog. Wag the dog, guys. That's all he ever do to us. Did Jay do the numerology on 2024? I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I know he sent me the show Dig. I got Dig on my drive. He did send me that, so I'm in the process of watching that. But I'm not sure if he did numerology yet. I'll hit him up and ask him. But yeah, guys, don't be surprised that this list got some bullshit on it. It's going to be some, like I said, some actors, some actresses, maybe some has-beens that nobody give a fuck about anymore. Nothing will happen. You know, yeah, they've been to the island, but you have to prove they did something wrong on that island. They can give you a list of names that have been to the island, right? But you got to prove they did some wrongdoing. So it'll all be speculation. That's all people are going to do is start speculating. You know. But we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes, people. But trust and believe there's something else happening if they really run with this story. If you see this shit dominating the news cycle, get on your Googles and find out what the fuck else is going on in the world that we need to be aware of, because it's going to happen. I wouldn't be shocked if Martin Lawrence went to the island. $1.99 super chat from Reaction. I appreciate you, bro. That's what I want to know. What are they distracting us from with this list? Literally. Oh, you really do? You hope they start squealing? Ain't shit coming from this list. What if Epstein comes out of hiding and presents the list himself? that would substantiate my Anthony Bourdain Epstein body swap theory. I never heard of sex tape, but since the was after you talking about the Pee-wee Herman shit. I agree. The list means nothing without evidence that they did wrongdoing on that island. The list means nothing unless they have wrongdoing on that island. That's it. Simple as that. Now, if you got a list and you got some video or some audio or some photos of some shit going down on that island, now you got a story. But it's not going to be the case. People need to get ready to get their water purification kits together, get their backpacks together, buy tons of tuna fish. 2024 is about to go down already. Today, big earthquake in Japan and tsunami. What up, Dad? That's my father, by the way, guys. See, his kufi be on tight, too. His kufi be on tighter than mine sometimes, but he right. He right. Protect your neck. Protect your chicken. Get your preps together. We say that all the time on this channel. Get your food. Get your oodles and noodles. Get your water. Get your first aid. Get something to protect your food stores and all that other stuff. I think we in for it. And this might be the distraction that they're using to pass a lot of this stuff, guys. Like I said, they worry about the Epstein list, but nobody worrying about that bomb that went off in New York in that car, allegedly. Jonah said, what up, Pops Cannon? Exactly. Oh, they won't be on this list. They ain't going to be on this list, Justine. That's a fact. Reaction. The Kaiju's is coming. We need what we need. We need Ultraman. We need Godzilla and King Kong, right? Come fight them. And a couple of Gundams and some Pacific Rim robots. Man. I mean, honestly, Jonah, the stuff that we know that go on in Hollywood, I think the whole Pee Wee Herman theater fiasco is fucking child's play compared to the stuff that we know that goes on in Hollywood. I was talking about the Eyes Wide Shut movie a few days. I think it was Christmas. I was talking about the Eyes Wide Shut movie. I was like, yo, that whole mansion party had nothing to do with the movie. That whole mansion party scene had nothing to do with the movie. Not a thing. Stanley Kubrick put it in there though, and he wanted. I guess he wanted to kind of blow the whistle on it without blowing the whistle. Think about it, right? If you ever watch Eyes Wide Shut, it's about it was Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. Nicole Kidman was, I guess, wanted to cheat on her husband or some shit or whatever, or she did or something, and he got mad and then he just went out on the town and was trying to clear his head and ran into a friend, and then like the shit just took a turn and he went to the Eyes Wide Shut party. He went to that mansion party with the elites and stuff. I'm like, damn, how the movie get here? How'd the movie get here? All right. And then at the end, they essentially just like, yeah, it was a group of redacted. You know, keep the shit to yourself. Monique in the building. What's going on? Happy New Year, Monique. Matt said they cut hours of the film I bet they did. We got Jay in the building. What's going on, Jay? Jonah said, now do Roman Polanski. Why was he what? Arid when Nicholson what? De Niro and etc. was not. Didn't Roman Polanski like sodomize a little girl? But everybody loved him. He even won an award even after that, which is crazy. When he fled the United States, he still won like a Golden Globe, right? Is that right? There were actual pictures of a party that was based off of? See? Then you got like people like Beyonce doing like the Illuminati humiliation dance at the Super Bowl. She been there. I bet you Beyonce on that list. Who else? Probably John Legend and his wife on that list. Just saying. What you say, Jay? Jay said Eyes Wide Shut was about a little girl being kidnapped by the elites to extract her adrenochrome. Tom Cruise is the child in the movie. Jay be going deep with it. Jay said I'm reading between the lines on this one. Oh, man. Polanski needed the Manson murders to take out his wife, who was in an orgy at the time. She was murdered. Everyone knew the Manson murders were going to happen. Polanski was with a male child at the time. Damn. That's right. Roman Polanski's wife did get killed during the Manson murders, didn't she? And wasn't his father, who was his father? Wasn't his father somebody big, allegedly? Find out that there's no Playboy Mansion list. That was out in the open. It's not. I don't think so either. And that was the whole point of me streaming about it. Like the names that's gonna come out is gonna be people who are gonna be like, okay, we knew about it because we knew they were on the flight logs. And there's gonna be some people, probably some has-been actors or whatever, or they might give us one big name other than Clinton, and then they'll fucking run with that. But the real powers that be, the real people that we should be worried about being on that list, like a Justice Roberts or somebody like that, won't be on that list. That's what I think. Sharon Tate, thanks. Sharon Tate, that was her name. That's right. De Niro tried to get a brothel open in France. That's interesting. Manson wanted to introduce hypnotic and hidden message music to the masses. And the group that helped him work at it, Big Bear in Cali. But he worked at Big Bear in Cali. I remember that. That was a big story back in the day, too, about the subliminal messages that would be in music. Like, if you played the record backwards, you would hear the message. Like, I think they said the Beatles did it a lot. Like, allegedly, the Beatles was trying to tell people in their music that, was it Paul McCartney was dead? Like, the Paul McCartney that we know today is not the real Paul McCartney. That the real Paul McCartney died in, like, a car crash. It's real interesting. Real interesting. There's a lot of that shit. Stairway to Heaven apparently has like a message head in the back. You know, when you play it backwards. That stuff's real interesting, in my opinion. Oh, so he was MK Ultra. Jay said he learned magic and hypnosis. MK Ultra, just like the Unabomber who was being targeted. His manifesto still is crazy the way that it correlates with what's happening today. So he was a McCoy from like the Hatfields and McCoys. That's right. Seek the Most High. That's all. Find God, guys. Get right with the Lord. Get right with Jesus. I'm telling you. Oh, 100% Quincy Jones on that list. Russell Simmons got to be on that list too. Who else? Rick Rubin's probably on the list. I agree. Diddy probably on that list. Kubrick's The Shining had clues about, So Stanley Kubrick, even with The Shining, that one scene where the little boy had on the NASA sweatshirt, and then like the carpet, like the launch pad, and then like on the key it said Moon Room or whatever. If you read it backwards, it said Moon Room, like 239 or 237 or something like that. I guess he was trying to allege that he shot the space landing and that it never happened. What up? Happy New Year's, Emmanuel Presley in the building. We got 42 watching over here on Rumble. Get that thumbs up over here on Rumble. Get that thumbs up. Share this stream out, guys. Let people know we live. We got 40 over on YouTube. Get those likes up on YouTube. We got 40 people on YouTube, only 27 likes, guys. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Especially over here on Rumble. Y'all be lurking on Rumble. Y'all be watching, and then y'all just don't hit that damn thumb. Just hit the thumbs up button. Gosh dang it. And if you ain't got an account, get one, and then hit the thumbs up. Also, like I said, $Cannon Hotep on Cash App. That's $Cannon Hotep on Cash App. If you want to donate to the cause, super chats, Rumble rants, always welcome, guys. I appreciate every bit helps, and it goes back to the channel. Treadstone at work. Kubrick also died right after the first screening of Eyes Wide Shut, and Spielberg edited. Spielberg edited Eyes Wide Shut? Huh. Yeah, I gotta hit you up, yo. I got the message you sent me on Facebook. I think it was Facebook. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna hit you up about that. Are you serious? One of the murder bots attacked one of the employees? Happy New Year, JR. Back in the day, subliminal messages came about when they're in the backdrop of the movie driving. It would say things like buy popcorn that you wouldn't see but was there. I could believe that, because apparently, like remember how like at the end of the night or at the end of the broadcast day or whatever it is, they did the Star Spangled Banner. Allegedly, it was subliminal messages, like my dad was saying, it was subliminal messages in that, like the naked eye couldn't see it, but if you slowed it down, you could see the words. It's really interesting. And plus, at that time of night when you're really tired, things start to slow down on you, and I'm sure people was picking it up. Dang, Spielberg, dude, that's crazy. Me neither. We got one here. We got a drive-in here. It's called Benji's. It's all the way up Route 40, like in like Middle River. I think it's still open. Well, I don't know. The season might be closed because it's cold, but I think it's still open in the summertime. I haven't been either, and I've been meaning to get out there, and I haven't done it yet. I don't know. I'm about to look that up right now. One of the murder bots attacked an employee. This one, Weon reported this shit. Maybe.
And the latest.
Hold on. Let's see. Was this done? This was 5 days ago. Hold on.
And the latest in AI horror from the real world, a robot attacked a Tesla engineer during a brutal malfunction. According to a 2021 injury report by Tesla, the shocking incident took place at Tesla's Texas factory. The 2021 report said that witnesses saw the robot pin the engineer working on nearby robots. A malfunction led the robot to sink its metal claws into the worker's back and arm, leaving a trail of blood across the factory floor. The details were revealed in Tesla's 2021 annual compliance report to the Travis County and federal regulators.
Okay, so this was back in 2021, but still.
Injury report revealed an open wound on the engineer's left hand. The report revealed that Tesla gave 0 days off to the injured worker for recovery. Such incidents raise concerns about the risk of using automated robots in the workplace. Incidents like injuries at Amazon centers due to robotic coworker problems with killer droid surgeons and even violence from robotic chess instructors have ignited discussions about the swift integration of the new technology.
Yeah, no. Telling you guys, shit ain't a good idea right now. These murder bots. Murder bots. I told you that's what it is. He probably seen that engineer over there working on that robot, thought he was hurting one of his fellow compatriots, and he attacked that man. He attacked that man like on iRobot. And they go HJ talking about, if I see one of them, I'm going to strangle him. That robot will whoop your ass. That robot will toss your ass across the street. Like I said, you better carry some armor-piercing rounds with you. You better carry some of the green tips in your AR or a steel cord shotgun slug. You want to beat one of those things. Ain't no hand-to-hand combat happening over here. Ain't no hand-to-hand combat happening over this. And apparently, Tesla they recalling all of their cars. They were calling all of their cars, I guess, to limit the auto drive feature. I guess after seeing that movie Leave the World Behind, they were like, yeah, we might need to go ahead and put some safeguards on this. Really interesting. Really interesting guy, not to mention all of these millionaires and billionaires and tech giants making these bunkers. That's very concerning. Yeah, you might need some kind of like incendiary round for them robots. The fact that the story was over a year ago and they just released it, it's very concerning. Yo, what's going on? Where you been at? Here's a kicker for you. Hospitals have had robots under their underground tunnels for the last decade, for at least a decade. I've had friends who work there. And that's crazy. Dang, where's this at? Is it a scam? I thought it was a real recall. Let me look this up. Maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn I just read this story. I think a real news story. Hold on. Yeah, December 19th, 2023. The recall specifically addresses, this from Consumer Reports. The recall specifically addresses autopilot auto steer, which is a lane centering assistance feature that keeps the vehicle between painted lane lines. Tesla Model S, Model 3, all the daggone models have been recalled due to concerns about safety of the autopilot system. So that's by Consumer Reports. They're afraid them shit's getting hacked, I'm telling you. Jared Schultz, what's going on? I mean, that's what I heard allegedly. I just read it, but I mean, that's what they're afraid of them cars getting hacked. That's what it is. That would be a disaster. Could you imagine that? Those cars get hacked and they just start kamikazing them into people and other cars. Have a mini EMP gun for those bots. What? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. People are wild. That's crazy. That's crazy. Are you serious? Bot tipping? And you think the bot learned? It's like I'm not about to be a victim. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That is crazy. I'm sure it's not. If these dummies out here in these streets, these kid boys can figure it out. You know what I mean? I'm sure anybody can figure it out. That's the crazy part. But anyway, guys, I'm telling you, keep your head on the swivel. If you start to see that this Epstein shit is dominating the news cycle, something else is up. Something else is up. Be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared to kit up. Be prepared to kit up, guys. I showed you my situation. Be prepared to kit up. Be prepared to defend yourself, defend your family. Be prepared to hunker down and tough it out for a while. I don't know what's going on. They're trying to distract us from something else. All of a sudden, you want to bring out the list now. Something up, guys. Something's up. And put it like that. Because they're giving us information that we already know. So, keep your head on the swivel, guys. Don't fall for the tail wagging the dog. Before I get out of here, I just want to let y'all know. So, I've been streaming from 10, starting at 10 o'clock on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm going to drop it down to 8 p.m. I'm going to start streaming at 8 p.m. Because I'm old. I'm old and I be tired. So I'm going to start streaming at 8 p.m. because if I go long, then at least it'll be from 8 to 10 instead from 10 to midnight or 1. So I'm going to start streaming Mondays and Wednesdays from at 8 p.m. Thursday will still be after the, Hotep's Been Told You podcast. It'll still be the after party after the podcast. But Mondays and Wednesdays, I'll start streaming at 8 p.m. It'll be a good time. You'll see my man Jay Pylon with me when he not doing his Mr. Mom stuff. I'm gonna have my man Just Josh on. Just Josh is in the prepper community. Cool channel, wealth of knowledge. I'm gonna reach out to some other YouTubers that I know to come on and chop it up with me. It's gonna be pretty dope. You want to miss the 10 o'clock show? Fuego said 5 p.m. Pacific, early start. Oh, man, it's going to be a lot of replaying game going on. But, yeah, I'm going to start going at 8 o'clock, y'all. Let me see. But you can always catch the replay. Always catch the replay. Like we're live right now on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. You're live on Rumble. We're live on YouTube. You know, it's gonna be fun. I'm sure that we'll all figure it out. But I gotta get the bed a little earlier. Monique said after 40 hits different, right? I'm 39. Y'all be seeing me on here yawning and trying to stay awake at like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. It's 11:16 right now, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling. We need some young Hoteps. We do. We got some. He's gotta get them to, you know, spread their wings a little bit, I guess just to say. We daddies, pause. Fuego said, welcome to getting old. Oh, man. Yeah, it's tough, y'all. It is tough. So we're going to start at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then, you know, that way if I do go late, you know, into 10 or 11 o'clock, then I'm ending at 10 or 11 o'clock and not ending at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Me and Handgun Hotep are taking over late night. I don't even know where his ass at. Hey, Dad, is Kevin home? He was like, yo, we gonna stream this week? I said, yeah, if you want to. I ain't see that nigga. I don't know where he at. Is that right? Oh my gosh. Were you glowing with joy? Yeah, I feel like I'm getting old, Tyler. I'm getting old, Tyler Rose. I'm tired. But you know, par for the course. But yeah, but what you guys can expect is also the ride-alongs in the morning. The ride-alongs in the morning. So on my way to work, I'll stream on my way to work. We'll talk about whatever we're going to talk about the night before or whatever's happening right then and there. You know what I mean? That should be fun. So you have the ride-alongs in the morning, and then you'll have Cannon Speaks Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. So that's how we'll do that. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you joining me. If you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share this stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism, guys. Question of the night is, were you surprised that Bill Clinton was on the list? Also, who do you think is going to be on the list come tomorrow or whenever they release this list? If you want to donate to the channel, $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super Chats, Rumble Rants, always welcome. Or become a member of the channel. Become an A1 member over on Rumble or YouTube. Cup of coffee a month. Helps the channel, guys. As Shay said, went from having to go into the house before the street lights come on to going to bed before the street lights come on. That's funny. On that note, guys, Cannon Hotel saying, be safe, stay strapped, don't miss. I'll holler at you guys.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take